So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're doing Master Duel deck profile, and with that regards, as you can see in front of you, we have Subterror control. Now the basic idea for a Subterror control is having a lot of traps and then setting up your board just like Umi control and then bringing out the best for this deck. Anyway, so you having 2 copies of summon limit and there can be only one really kicks off the deck on its own right. Having 2 compulsories and your solemn cards really brings out the negations and disruptions for the deck. Now, other than that, Subterror monsters you have there really gets out your monsters from your deck and add it to your hand. Now, in other terms, on your protection, you have your Lord of Heavenly Prison that benefits you overall for all set cards on your side of the field. The downside for this card is just basically it not only protects your set cards but your opponent as well. Now, I've researched this kind of deck in the internet. Most of the Subterror decks doesn't really rely on hand traps. That is because most of their games actually rely on a 2-game matchup or a best of 3 matchup, whereas Master Duel is really on a 1-game match. So having your hand traps present with you on your second turn is really beneficial. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the main deck composes of 3 copies of Fiendess. Fiendess is a really good disruption if you have a face-up Subterror monster on your side of the field. This, of course, once summoned to the field, you can target 1 monster you control, flip it face down, and then you can special summon a Subterror monster from your hand or from your graveyard to your side of the field. 3 copies of Maxi for your best hand trap there is. 1 copy of Subterror Nemesis Archer. Now this card, once it is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon a Subterror monster from your deck directly to your field. 3 copies of Ash Blossom, a good disruption. 3 copies of Guru, your bread and butter for the Subterror control. Now why is that? So Guru has a unique effect. Well, basically all Subterrors have a unique effect of flipping face down afterwards, but its best effect is flipping face up. Yeah, so getting a hold of any Subterror card there is in your deck and adding it to your hand is really beneficial for the deck. Your go-to card for this is always your Final Battle, since that will rotate from time to time, flipping face up or face down. Having 2 copies is really good because it is not a hard once per turn. Now, second search that you need for your hand is basically your Fiendess that can negate any card. Then we have 1 copy of Omatrix. Omatrix is really a good behemoth monster just because of its ability to banish 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. Regardless, it is easy to summon this monster if ever one of your Subterror monsters are flipped face down and you control no face up monster, then you can spell summon Behemoth to your side of the field. Then for protection, of course, for all of your set traps or even monsters, you have Lord of Heavenly Prison, a good protection that is. And if ever you've spell summoned this to your side of the field, you can set another trap card directly from your deck to your side of the field. Then lastly, we have 1 copy of Nibiru. Now, in some cases, you can go with 2 copies of Nibiru, but I would prefer having 40 cards only, and it didn't really matter if I have 1 copy of Nibiru because most often of times you'll be running with Maxi and Ash Blossom to stop all of their monsters to be summoned to the field. Then for your spell and traps, you have 1 Harpy Sweater Duster, 1 Terraforming to bring out your field spell, 3 copies of Pot of Duality, a good excavator for your selected cards, 2 copies of Pot of Extravagance. You can run 3, depends on you. I prefer 2 because it exceeds 40 cards. Regardless, you don't need the extra deck that much, and I'll tell you why later on. The Hidden City is pretty good, a good search for any Subterror monster there is. Usually your go-to target for this is your Guru, then second your Fiendess. Then you have your trap cards, Compulsory Evacuation Device, a pretty good disruption. Then you have 2 copies of Subterror Final Battle. Now I'm telling you this right now, this is not a hard once per turn. It's pretty good if you have 2 copies. Then you have 1 copy of Solemn Judgment, 3 copies of Solemn Strike, 2 copies of Summon Limit, and 2 copies of There Can Be Only One. Now that is basically your main deck, guys. Now for your extra deck, I'll just remove the cards that is unnecessary for the extra deck. You can use them to your full potential if you wish, but I prefer just having this cards or these cards in your extra deck in some scenarios. So remove that, remove this, remove that, this, that'll be okay. That. And let's see. I think that is basically it. So yeah, that is basically the cards that you'll need by far. If not, you can remove this and add what you call that. So you can also get this card right here. This is a good card effect as well, but I think that will be better if you're going on a pure Subterror deck. Regardless, just focus on this monsters in your extra deck. Now that is your deck profile, guys. Let's move on towards the replays and show you some people scooping. So ladies and gents, here we are with the game replays, and this is some of the games that I actually picked off from the wins, or that is close to actually giving out the final blow, because most of my wins just relied on mostly on people scooping to this deck. Once they've seen summon limit or there can only be one, they immediately scoop. That's the end of story. So basically that's gonna be a boring if I just showcase you that. So here we go. Our opponent is going first. We have a starting hand of Ash Blossom, Lord of Heavenly Prison, the Hidden City, and Pot of Extravagance, and one Solemn Strike, of course. Yes. Our opponent's going first. So he's starting off with Pot of Desires. Of course, we're gonna negate that one because it's a really good turnover. Dropping 10 just to draw 2 cards. But yeah, Ash Blossom that. Summon Mandarin to the field and then linking off to Sea Angel. So Sea Angel is then be summoned to the field and then use the effect of dive, spell summon Mandarin to the field, and then we link climb to Anemone. Anemone is gonna spell summon the Sea Angel, and then Mandarin is gonna special summon itself to the field. And then we link climb once more to the Great Bubble Reef, which has a really good effect though, drawing 1 card by banishing 1 water monster, and then increasing its attack for every card banished. So on my turn, we draw into Fiendess. It's perfectly fine and just let it be. Let him draw the card. And then on my turn, we activate Pot of Extravagance, drawing Ash Blossom and Compulsory. Use the effect of Hidden City. Get a copy of Guru. Set our Guru. Use the effect of Hidden City to flip Guru face up. He has a copy of Princess Wave. I then chain that with my Fiendess, since I have a face-up Subterror monster. Negate of the wave and set my Guru face down. So Guru will get the final battle, and that is basically it. We use the effect of Lord of Heavenly, and then we set our 3 back rows. So that our opponent's turn is going to use the effect of drawing. We use Ash Blossom for that, just to negate. And then he will use the effect once more to gain attack, which we won't allow it. So Solemn card that card. And then that's it. Basically, so my set card is activated. I will use the effect of Lord of Heavenly Prison. He will chain with his Maxi just to get a card. Regardless, it was fine because it's only 1 card. And now Lord of Heavenly is activated in the field. We set another card from the deck to our field. I think he got the Maritz's Wave out of here because of that draw. It was perfect actually. So summoning other Maritz's to the field, 2 level 4s for a Bahamut Shark. Luckily we have a compulsory for that. I don't want him to summon Totally Awesome. So wave is, the dive is going to be activated for Pascalis, and then link off that Pascalis for Slug. Slug is going to get Spring Girl back to his hand, and then Spring Girl will special summon itself. The basic Maritz's combo is always like this. But yeah, Anemone is going to be on the field, and then Spring Girl is going to be special summoned once more. And then link to Anemone. No wait. Marbled Rock, sorry, that one Anemone is already 2. So yeah, Anemone is gonna bring out or add Dive back from the graveyard, and then Marbled Rock is gonna add Spray Girl. The attack for battle. Now for the effect of Hidden City, actually, once your set card is attacked, it's gonna click that face up or activate its effect, flipping that card face up and then negating the attack. So once Guru is flipped face up, I use its effect. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's the wave that he drew a while ago. But yeah, final battle is gonna be activated, of course, flipping my monster face down, and then I just really have to chain Guru for my other monsters. There we go. So the untargeted, I could have just untargeted with the help of Guru, but regardless, yeah, we got a copy of Matrix, and later on we're just gonna banish this monster. So that is first game. So second game, guys, we managed to be first on this matchup. So Maxi, Nibiru, Pot of Duality, Compulsory, and Final Battle. So that's a pretty good hand, or average hand to be honest. So start off Pot of Duality because we don't have any other choice. And I think we got Hidden City here. So Hidden City is going to be activated. Get a copy of Guru. Always Guru. Set Guru to the field. Activate the effect of Hidden City. Flip Guru face up. And then we got Imperm. So basically, if you don't have any trap cards, don't flip Guru face up just yet. So that's basically it. And then set our 2 back rows of Final Battle and Compulsory. So on our opponent's turn, he summons Lady the Bug. Use the effect of Subterror Final Battle, flipping our Guru face down, and of course, with the help of Guru's effect, quick effect now, we flip that monster face down because I think most of the monsters are really revolving around Link, so another material is going to be needed. Luckily, I was correct. So code generator was going to be searched. So I drew into Pot of Extravagance. Sadly, he uses anti-spell fragrance. Use Compulsory for his monster, bringing it back to his hand, and then flipping Guru face up, getting a copy of Fiendus, and then using the effect of Final Battle for DPS. That's 4,200 directly to his life points. Effect of Guru, flip it face down, my monsters, and basically on his turn, yeah, couple of effects. So last game, guys, we are going second once more. I forgot what deck we are going up against here, but regardless, we got a good hand of Subterror Guru, 1 Hidden City, 1 Pot of Extravagance, 1 Solemn Judgment, and 1 Summon Limit. So at this point on, I think we're going up against Numeron here. Or is it Numeron? Oh no, wait, Eldritch, Branded Eldritch is the deck we're going up against here. So to start off, we got Pot of Extravagance, we got Ash Blossom, sadly. Regardless, it was fine because we have Hidden City. Get a copy of Fiendus. Wait, we didn't get Fiendus here? Oh, I made a mistake here. So anyway, so yeah, our Matrix is gonna be searched. Oh, so Guru was the one who searched for Fiendus. Okay, that's basically it. Solemn Strike and Summon Limit on our back row. So yeah, there we go. Branded Eldritch is doing its thing once more. So we negate the effect with the help of Fiendus. He will chain with Maxi. I just want to chain it with my Ash Blossom because I'm gonna special summon a monster. And then use the effect of Summon Limit, basically. Now it will benefit him because he's using Eldritch, but I didn't know that time that he was using Branded. So yeah, regardless, it was fine. So since my monster is flip face down, I summon the Behemoth to the field. And then he's gonna special summon the Golden Boy to the field with 3,500 attack. Attacking my monster, since I have a set card on the field, I flip it face up with the help of Hidden City. And then target its monster, my monster, and then bring out another copy of Fiendus. And the Hidden City's effect is really a good negate to any type of attack. So we drew into Compulsory, and then flip the Behemoth to banish his Golden Boy. Then do battle for 600. There we go, flip it face down once more. Then set Compulsory, and now we have a good upper hand for back rows. Our opponent is going to summon Alibur, and this is the first time I've seen Alibur in this deck. So yeah, ultimately, Solemn Judgment. That's basically the game, guys. So Lincoln, thank you for also informing me about the hand traps that I lack. It really helps a lot, bro. Yeah, keep safe. So that is it for today, guys. Those are the replays, and yeah, it's not that much, just people scooping to this deck. Once they see that there can only be one and summon limit is on the field, then they just immediately scoop. Now there are a lot of versions out there for the Subterror control. Now I think this is beneficial for you since you have hand traps included. You can add more if you want, but I prefer this kind of build. It's really set to its own potential. So that is it for today, guys. Now if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. I'll do more deck profiles in the near future. Keep safe, good luck, and have a good day.